We just had like a miscommunication one time because I decided to move out the house and move on. It was just a little bit of bitterness because she was upset because I moved on to somebody else, and that was one of the biggest mistake I made. Even though me and her wasn't happy, it's just a big mistake I made by leaving. When me and her was kind of communicating right, all three of my kids was all in the same area. Life was good. Since I've been put on child support, with this child, it really changed my life. I'm not able to take care of myself. Me and her not communicate. I haven't seen my daughter in over a year. I missed her birthday last week.
This is a confirmation of arrears and a modification. The state is non-suiting its modification. It's confirmation of arrears. We don't have any agreements, so we'll need your help on the issues. I will call the mother. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Trinity Nicole Harris, ma'am.
And what's the child's name on the case?
Kinsley Aaron Moore.
And who does the child live with?
Me, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, the state has calculated child support to be modified to $568. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what type of insurance does the child have today?
Yes, my child has Blue Cross or Blue Shield. She's been having it since she was born.
Is it through your job, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, through the city of Dallas.
Okay. And does she have any secondary insurance active right now?
No secondary, but with me being no secondary.
Thank you. Would you like a reimbursement in the amount of $125 for that insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, the state is requesting for the father to pay court costs. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, are you requesting your address to be private?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the reason?
It's not physical abuse with Mr. Moore. It's just more so when we don't get along, and it's more verbal. And I don't know if this is the same Judge Aguilar. We had this issue when we initially started this case. It was verbal, and that's the only problem that I have with Mr. Moore.
Okay. Ma'am, is there an active protective order?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And when was the last time that you saw the father in person?
This is July, so over 6 months.
Okay. And ma'am,
Court to take judicial notice, there's a prior finding of family violence and there's a prior CP non-disclosure on file from the last order in 2022.
thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, is it true that the state gave the father credit for 2 other biological children not before the case?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that and do you understand rather that the state calculated child support based on information received to the state by the father's employer?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
understand? Okay. Ma'am, would you want your non-disclosure to continue? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, is there anything else you would like to add?
The only thing that I would like to add is that Mr. Darrell is not a bad person, but when it comes to certain things, when it gets to finance, it's just that that's where we don't have, that's where we don't get along. And like we have, I know Texas have a court order where the child's father, they supposed to get their child the first, third, and fifth weekend. But if a person is not coming to get them, or if the child has something like sports or in some tutoring or something like that, I don't know how to go about doing it. I want to be right in everything I do with Mr. Darrell, but it's just that the inconsistency of him not getting his daughter, and it's always put back on me, like I don't want him to see his daughter. And I have tracked every time that he has not called or
Your Honor, I'm
implied
going to
on.
object to this response. We're not here for visitation issues.
Okay.
right,
Okay.
granted.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's all right. I pass this witness. I call the father. Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Darrell Moore.
And sir, are you okay with the mother's address remaining private?
No, ma'am. I would like to get back to the old days, like when I could just pull up and spend time with her and the other kids and do right. We just had like a miscommunication one time because I decided to move out the house and move on. It was just a little bit of bitterness because she was upset because I moved on to somebody else, and that was one of the biggest mistake I made. Even though me and her wasn't happy, it's just a big mistake I made by leaving. When me and her was kind of communicating right, all three of my kids was all in the same area. Life was good. Since I've been put on child support, with this child, it really changed my life. I'm not able to take care of myself. Me and her not communicating. I haven't seen my daughter in over a year. I missed her birthday last week because I don't have a number
Your
to
Honor,
reach.
I'm going to object to this
Yes, sir.
response.
Okay.
Since we're not dealing with visitation issues. Sir, I'm going to ask you a different question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, what do you do for a living?
I work for AAA insurance. Just help customers, with roadside assistance, help them with their auto policies and things like that. Do just regular customer service type of work, ma'am.
And how long have you been working in that job?
For a year.
Okay, so the last couple of financial quarters, is that true?
Yeah, and yes, ma'am. And the only reason why I'm in weird is because I got laid off from a job and I had to go through unemployment. When you're unemployment, you get paid less. And that's the only reason why I'm behind on child support because at certain times I was unemployed. That's the only reason why I'm in weird. I always had consistent jobs and she can kind of can preach with that. And y'all made a suggestion a while ago that she been on her Medicare since she was born. No, when she was born, she was on my insurance with Nissan.
Your Honor, I'm
Uh,
going to object to this narrative response and I request to move forward with my next question.
Sustained. Just try to answer just the questions she's asking and not
yes,
additional
sir.
questions that we haven't gotten to. We're going to get to all the facts here, but
Oh, yes, sir. I'm
and then at
sorry.
the end, if there's something we left out, you can add that later. But right now, we just need to go one thing at a time, not all at once. Okay?
Yes, sir. I apologize.
Okay.
Sir, are you in agreement with paying child support at a $568 per month starting at August 1st? Yes or no?
At 568 a month, yes, ma'am.
Are you in agreement for the child to remain on the mother's insurance?
I would love to put on my insurance and be responsible like I was when she first was born. I would love to have on my insurance. She can have double insurance. I just want to have her on my insurance like my other two boys on my insurance.
How much does it cost per month to add this child to your insurance?
Like right now, I pay 162, and right now, if I add her to my insurance, it'll go up to 262 a paycheck. So altogether, I'll be paying like with her, it'd be like extra, I'll be paying like extra hundred and some a month, adding her on 262 because I'm paying 162 with us now.
Thank you. Um, Sir, the state is requesting that you pay court costs. What's your opinion?
I mean, I'm already in arrears, so I really can't afford it. I'm living in my mom's house. I can't afford everything. We did this together as a team, and hopefully one day we can get back as a team to where we can put all this behind us.
Okay. Sir, now is your opportunity, briefly, if there's anything else related to child support, medical support, court cost, non-disclosure that you want to discuss, if you could limit your response to that. You can go ahead, sir.
I was just asking the judge mercy and even Trinity Harris mercy on the rears on back pay. And I'm asking for us to have a communication. We had to go to therapy. I really want to get my days right to where I can start being her life because I know with her speech situation, we got to fix this together. And I haven't been perfect. You haven't been perfect. I just want to be a better man. I know sometimes it ain't that I got a bad attitude, just I get too emotional. And I just need to learn how to listen and realize the world don't revolve around me. So I just want to be better and figure this out and just ask for mercy because these last 7 years since I've been on child support, it's been hard. It's been real hard. And I miss my child. I haven't seen her in over a year. And the time that I did see her that time when I came to your house and we all had a good time. And then the next day something happened, you got back mad at me. I ain't heard from you. So we can be friends and we can communicate. Last time I seen you, we stayed all night together as friends, so we can get there.
All
I
right.
pass this witness.
All right, let me go ahead and make my ruling. So we're not discussing the arrears today since that was non-suited by the Attorney General's office. It's just a slight change here from the numbers for the child support and medical. It's pretty roughly about the same from what we did in 2022. Child support back then was 621 and medical support was 80. And now we're kind of decreasing support but increasing medical. So child support will now be 568 and the medical support be 125. In the prior order, I think we had a discussion about who's going to be primary on insurance, and then I ruled that Ms. Harris would be the one primarily ordered to provide insurance. You can always add secondary insurance if you like. I don't know if you want to do that. It's going to cost you more. If it's the same price, you may call your employer and ask if they're going to charge you extra to add another child. Since you already have an employee plus child insurance, it's possible they would not charge you extra. But
That's,
it's definitely
yeah,
something
I
you
think
can.
that's true.
Excuse me, sir, I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
So you can definitely check into that and see. And if you want to do that, you definitely can. That'll save you both some money if you both have insurance, because then whenever Miss Harris takes a child to the doctor or whatever, she can tell them I've got both insurances, and maybe hopefully they can help decrease some of the cost for visiting the doctor. That hopefully can help. But you're not ordered to provide insurance, Mr. Moore, but if you want to do that, you can. But based on the failure of communication you'll have, it makes sense that if it's about the same, then it's probably better that Miss Harris carry the health insurance primarily. Um, I'm continuing the non-disclosure request for Ms. Harris since there was a finding of family violence in the past. I don't know if I added it last time, but I'm adding in today that y'all add an app on your phone called App Close. And that way y'all can communicate with each other. Y'all need to both add that on your phone so that y'all can talk through there. I've already ordered visitation in a prior order, and so that needs to be enforced. If we're not doing that, join on to the app close and have a discussion. But Mr. Moore has visitation rights first, third, and fifth weekends of the month from Friday at 6 until Sunday at 6. Um, Now, so as far as visitation is concerned, whenever the child is with father, he gets the right to decide what he wants to do with his time. So it can go two different ways. If the child's enrolled in other activities like sports on the weekends, it's up to Mr. Moore on his weekends whether he takes the child to those games or not. I would hope that he would want to take the child to their games, but I can't. I'm not going to make him. So that's completely his option as far as how he does, uh, what he does with his time. It's not ordered that the child go to all our games and then not do visitation. That's not the way it works. It would be helpful if there are a lot of games or a lot of tournaments or whatever that the child is doing on the weekends, that you give Mr. Moore a copy of the schedule. So whenever the schedule gets released, send it out to him so he knows in advance. even if that's the only time that y'all do visitation, or at least that's one of the ways Mr. Moore can do visitation and support his child, that would be great. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sure the child will want to see both of their parents cheering for them in the stands. So, and then also it can help with scheduling in the future as far as visitation as well, so that we kind of know what the schedule is there. Like I said, I would hope that Mr. Moore would take the child to the games. That plays a big part in bringing up a child, that both parents are supporting their extra activities, but it's also his option not to go as well. So we need to have that understanding. Games or extracurricular activities are not more important than visitation. We have to have that understanding. So as far as court costs, under the I'll waive court costs. Um, and so that'll be, we're not really changing too much, but just kind of change the numbers a little bit. But y'all got to work on communicating with each other. Y'all have a child together, and y'all two may have a bad history with each other in the past. You may still not like each other, but that has nothing to do with your child. Your child wants to know both of you. Your child wants to visit with both of you. Um, and even if they don't say it, that's what they want. And so if Mr. Moore is wanting to visit, let's make sure that that can happen, and that we're not doing anything to prevent that. Y'all are supposed to be meeting at the police station, is what y'all had agreed to do, or what I ordered back in 2022. So if that's where we need to meet, then that's fine. Or if y'all want to pick another place that's more convenient, that's fine too. But y'all need to do the visitations as well. I'm not going to go too much in detail about that, but I just want to make sure that I'm hoping that we can improve that in the future, because it's important to a child to have two parents or more to help out with the child as far as bringing them up. All right. The Attorney General's office will draft an order based on my ruling today and email you both a copy. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Oh,